Hi there, this is Farhan. Welcome to the Designer's Law. Today we will draw a Japanese doll and we will be using the Ellipse tool. Also we need to use the Shape Builder tool, the Rotate tool and the Pathfinder from time to time. I will explain everything that we will do in this tutorial, so make sure you follow this video until the end. It's a tutorial for beginners, so I will go slowly. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe Illustrator and we have a 1080p artboard. We'll be using these colors for the doll, but of course you can use any color you like. But before we start, let's quickly check the keyboard shortcuts that we'll be using today. This will make our life easier and faster. Okay, first select the Ellipse tool and create a shape like this. It's like an egg, right? Now I will draw the ear. With the Ellipse tool, draw another circle here. If you hold Alt or Option, you can draw the circle from the center. If you hold Shift, then you can maintain the proportion, and if you hold Shift and Alt or Option together, then you can draw the circle from the center and at the same time, you can maintain the proportion. But here we just need to hold the Alt button or the Option button. Now go to Edit and select Copy. Then again go to Edit and Paste in Font. Shortcut is Ctrl and F. Paste in place will do the same. Now with the selection tool, hold Alt and make it smaller. Select these two circles and rotate it a bit. Now hold Alt and drag to make a copy. While dragging, hold Shift so that you can copy it to the same line. Now go to Object, Transform and Reflect. Set the angle to 90 degrees and then hit OK. If you want, you can make a group by pressing Ctrl and G. That means now if I select one, both will be selected. Okay, now time to draw the eyes. Select the Ellipse tool and draw a circle. This time hold Shift to maintain the proportion. If you hold the spacebar, then you can move it. Don't make it too big or too tiny. Now switch to fill color. You can press Shift and X to switch between fill and stroke color. Now draw another small circle inside the eye. This is for the shining. For this one, select the fill color white. Select these two circles and press Ctrl and G to group it. Now hold Alt and drag to make a copy. This is for the right eye. Okay, now I will create a guide for our convenience. If you can't see the ruler here, just press Ctrl and R. And now drag a guide and place it in the middle of the face. The eyes should be equally distributed to the face, right? First select both eyes and press Ctrl and G to make a group. But before we do that, let me show you something. If you are confused where you should place the eyes, you can follow this rule. I'm not talking about the equality distribution thing, we'll get back to that later. In this photo, the eyes are placed in this position, somewhere in this line. So in our drawing, we can place the eyes somewhere here. But it's a doll, so you don't really have to follow this rule. Anyway, I will place the eyes here. Now we can equally distribute the eyes. It means it should be horizontally centered. Select the eyes and hold Shift and click the face to select the both shapes. When you hold Shift and click, you can select multiple objects. Now open the Align tab. If you can see it here, then go to Windows and select Align. Also you can find it here at the top if the selection tool is selected. Make sure two eyes are grouped. We grouped that earlier, remember? We already placed it to the center, so nothing happened. But if we didn't and then we click the horizontal distribution center, it will be centered horizontally. I'm pressing Ctrl and Z to undo. If you think the guide distracts you, then you can hide it by pressing Ctrl and semicolon. But for now we need the guide. Okay, now let's draw the hair. Again select the Ellipse tool and draw a shape like this. I think I need to rotate it. Hold Alt or Option and drag to duplicate it. Hold Shift while dragging to maintain the same line. Now go to Object, Transform and Reflect. Set the angle to 90 degrees and hit OK. Now zoom in and try to place it exactly in the middle. Press Ctrl and Y to go to outline mode. This way you can only see the path. It really helps for accurate result. If you're wondering how to zoom in and out, just hold Alt and scroll the mouse wheel. You can also press Ctrl and plus or minus. Again press Ctrl and Y for normal view. I think I need to make it a little bigger. Now press Shift and X for fill color. I know it doesn't look like here at all. But wait, we'll be using the Shape Builder tool. Shape Builder tool is a powerful tool in Adobe Illustrator. Let me quickly show you how the Shape Builder tool works. You can also check this video. I will draw a circle and then duplicate it. I will change the color of one circle so that it can be easily distinguishable. With the Shape Builder tool, you can do three types of things. You can join shapes, you can minus one shape from the another, or you can select the intersection part. For the Shape Builder tool to work, first you need to select the shapes that you want to work with. Now if you left click and drag, it will join the two shapes. It will take the fill color. I'm pressing Ctrl and Z to undo. If I change the fill color and then join these two shapes, you can see it takes the fill color that we just selected. As I said, you can also subtract shapes with the Shape Builder tool. When you hold Alt or Option, you will see the cursor changes to minus. Now if you left click and make a line, it will subtract. Another thing you can do, if you just click in the intersection part, it will create a new shape. If I select the direct selection tool, we can separate it. The shortcut for the Shape Builder tool is Shift plus M. Okay, now let's come back to our main drawing. Select these two shapes and the face. Then select the Shape Builder tool. Now hold Alt and click here and here to remove these areas. Okay, now I will draw the eyebrow. With the Ellipse tool, draw a circle like this. Now select the direct selection tool. Move the handle to give it an eyebrow shape. Now place it above the eye. Adjust the size and rotate it. Hold Alt and drag to make a copy. Now go to Object, Transform and Reflect. Set the angle to 90 degrees and then hit OK. Group it by pressing Ctrl and G. If it's not equally distributed, then go to Align and click Horizontal Distribution Center. Now we'll draw the nose and the mouth. Select the Ellipse tool and draw something like this. This is for the nose. To switch between fill and stroke, press Shift and X. Now draw the mouth. Okay, let's color it now. Select the eyedropper tool. The shortcut is I. Select the face and pick this color. You can use any color you want. While the eyedropper tool is selected, if you hold Ctrl or Command, it will turn into the selection tool. This way you don't need to manually select the eyedropper tool and the selection tool again and again. Now similarly color the other areas. You can ungroup the shapes to apply different colors for different areas. Once you are done coloring, select the ear, right click, arrange and click send it to back. Also try to remember the shortcut. Do the same for the other ear. Now again select the Ellipse tool and draw a circle here. I'll pick this color with the eyedropper tool. Now hold Alt or Option and drag to duplicate it. Group it and make sure it is equally distributed. If you still have doubt whether these two are equally distributed or not, you can check it in this way. Select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle here. Now copy the same rectangle to check the distance. See, both sides have same distance. Okay, now let's draw earring. Select the Ellipse tool and draw a tiny circle here. I will pick this color for the earring. Now hold Alt and drag to make a copy. And then make it a little bigger. Follow this process 2 more times. Select all 4 circles and then select the Shape Builder tool. Click the intersection part to make it separate. Now with the eyedropper tool, give it a darker red. Select all the elements and group it. You can rotate it a bit if you want. Now you know what to do next. Duplicate it for the other wing and then reflect it. I will draw a hairpin here. With the Ellipse tool, draw a circle. Then duplicate it. With the Shape Builder tool, remove these areas. Now again select the Ellipse tool. Today's tutorial is all about Ellipse tool. I will draw a flower here. Make one circle in the center and pick yellow color for it. Now draw another circle and for this one pick red color. Make it bigger. With the rotate tool, click here in the middle and hold Alt and drag to make a copy. Now press Ctrl and D twice to repeat the last process. Press Ctrl and Y for outline mode so that we can see the center circle. Select that one and bring it to front. Use this keyboard shortcut. I think I need to change the size of these circles. Now select everything and make it smaller. Then place it here and send it to back. We are almost done. We just need to add some shadows and highlights. Now select the mouth and duplicate it. I will pick this color for dark areas. Now right click, arrange and send it to backward. If you click send it to back, then you cannot see it because the head shape will cover it. So select send backward. Do the same for the nose and the eyebrow. Now we will add some shadows here. Copy the head here. With the line tool, draw a line from the center. Select everything and go to Pathfinder. If you cannot see it here, then go to Windows and then select Pathfinder. Click Divide. It will chop the head from the middle. Okay, now select the right side of the head and select the Rotate tool. Hold Alt option and click here. Set the angle to 4 degrees and hit Copy. Select these two shapes and select the Shape Builder tool. Hold Alt and click to remove these areas. Now do the same for the left side. But this time set the angle to -4 because last time we rotated it from right to left. But now we need to rotate it from left to right. We don't need these unnecessary parts, so just delete it. I'll choose a darker color for this one. Now with the selection tool, place it here. Make sure you place it to the right place. You can always go to outline mode for accuracy. Select the hair and bring it to front. We need to add shadows here as well. So again select the Rotate tool, hold Alt and click here. Set the angle to -3 and hit copy. With the eyedropper tool, pick a darker color. And now select Send Backward. Do the same for this area. Now with the Shape Builder tool, we can remove unnecessary areas. For this area, if you don't want to remove it, you can just bring the hair front. Now I will add some shine in the hair. Hold Alt and drag to make a copy. I will switch to a stroke so that it can be clearly visible what we are doing. Now with the Rotate tool, hold Alt and drag it down. Again hold Alt and this time drag it up. I will give it a grey look. And now with the Shape Builder tool, remove the unnecessary areas. Now place it above the hair. Duplicate it and go to Object, Transform and then Reflect. Make sure you place it to the right place. Finally, copy this hair twice. Give it the color that we used for the shine in the hair. Then with the Shape Builder tool, remove the unnecessary areas. So this is how we can draw a Japanese doll in Adobe Illustrator. But wait, before we go, let me show you something funny. Copy the hair and press Ctrl and X. Now it's an egg. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please like and subscribe. And don't just subscribe, ring the bell so that you don't miss any new tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.